On April 14, 2025, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization announced it had finalized the rapid procurement of Palantir's Maven Smart System NATO, MSS NATO, for battlefield data fusion and decision support. Think of MSS NATO as a souped-up digital Swiss Army knife, large language models, machine learning, and generative AI rolled into one platform that helps commanders sift through mountains of intel in seconds, rather than weeks. By integrating MSS NATO into Allied command operations, NATO can now automate tasks that once needed entire platoons of analysts, freeing soldiers to focus on strategy instead of spreadsheets. Investors cheered this moment as a validation of Palantir's defense pedigree, sending the stock up nearly 5% on the day. It's not every day that a global military alliance hands a tech firm a gold star, and Wall Street took note. Your morning tea might taste better knowing your AI sidekick is now NATO approved. If you thought Palantir was just another software name, the 300% plus rally of the past year might make you reconsider. As of mid-April 2025, Palantir shares have shot up roughly 30% in 2025 alone, outperforming major indexes and even outpacing many pure-play AI stocks. Imagine strapping into a roller coaster that seems to pull upward instead of plummeting. One loop and you're up 20%, the next you're discussing trillion-dollar defense budgets. That's the kind of thrill ride investors have been on, from a low-profile $6 in December 2022 to roughly the $1.90s today. Palantir's performance feels like watching a code-driven rocket launch. Motley Fool commentators warn that expecting another 300% surge is ambitious, but even they admit the stock could still have more room to run if fundamentals hold. Cashing in on data. Buckle up for the money talk. Palantir projects full-year 2025 revenue of $3.76 billion, eclipsing analyst expectations by around $240 million. In a MarketScreener.com dispatch, the company reiterated its forecast of $3.74 to $3.76 billion, well above consensus of $3.52 billion. Why such bullish guidance? Palantir's core platforms, Gotham, Foundry, and the newly hyped artificial intelligence platform, AIP, are riding high on government and commercial demand. Q4 2024 saw revenue grow 36% year-over-year to $828 million, with U.S. customers accounting for over 40% of that haul. Palantir insists it will diversify away from lumpy government contracts by boosting U.S. commercial deals, aiming for possibly at least 54% commercial revenue growth in 2025, which could transform its revenue mix. In an eyebrow-raising twist, federal filings show that U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement awarded Palantir a roughly $30 million contract to build Immigration OS, a platform for end-to-end immigration lifecycle management, including deportation tracking and enforcement prioritization. Wired reports that Immigration OS will give ICE near real-time visibility into self-deportations and visa overstays, effectively automating what was once paper-heavy detective work. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you've commented, let's continue. But wait. If you are interested in stock news updates that might be relevant to your financial targets, join us and become a member for member-only videos. Find the link in the description section below. Critics liken this to installing a surveillance supercomputer in the basement of the agency, while supporters say it's about using data, not drones, to enforce the law more efficiently. Either way, Palantir's role in controversial civic tech has expanded from aiding counterterrorism to powering high-stakes immigration enforcement, illustrating the company's knack for monetizing every use case, governmental or otherwise. Beyond defense and deportations, Palantir is chasing the generative AI gold rush in the commercial sector. Businesses pushing to deploy generative AI tech have helped drive sales for Palantir's AIP, Reuters notes, as enterprises from healthcare to manufacturing seek code tuning and scenario testing on private data lakes. Picture a retail chain using Palantir's AIP to generate inventory restocking agents that automatically order new shipments when shelves run low, or a hospital deploying AI diagnostics agents that triage patient data before human review. With reported commercial revenue growth targets of 47 to 54% in 2025, Palantir aims to transform big box clients into data-savvy powerhouses. To the moon and beyond. Okay, so $1,275 per share might sound like whispering, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's get ready to jive, into your portfolio's ear, but math enthusiasts note that reaching $1,275 would imply a market cap north of $2.3 trillion, bigger than Google or Microsoft today. By contrast, Loop Capital's top target is merely $125 and TipRank's consensus sits at $93.69. But what if Palantir executes flawlessly, expanding AIP across industries, locking in multi-billion-dollar defense and ICE renewals, and snagging a double-digit share of the global AI software market? If the AI wave is truly tidal, and Palantir surfs it with gale force winds, then a trillion-dollar club valuation could be more than a meme. Until then, $1,275 remains a cheeky airport lounge. Immigration OS, from data digs to deportation dashboard. In early April, ICE quietly awarded Palantir a $29.8 million contract to build Immigration OS, a cradle-to-grave platform for monitoring self-deportations and visa overstays in near real time. Imagine an all-seeing control room, where every incoming data feed, from border sensors to social media flags, flows into one dashboard that helps agents prioritize cases, dispatch officers, and track removals with the click of a button. Where once an agent slogged through stacks of paper files and Excel lists, now AI-driven workflows can spotlight individuals tied to violent crime or transnational cartels, automatically flagging high-priority targets. Critics liken it to a Big Brother deportation engine, while supporters argue it simply replaces analog inefficiencies with digital precision. Either way, Palantir has extended its tentacles from counterterrorism into the most politically charged realms of immigration enforcement, underscoring how its software can monetize virtually any government need. Generative AI lights the way for commercial growth. Palantir isn't content to remain the U.S. government's go-to data wrangling partner. It forecasts U.S. commercial revenue growth of possibly at least 54% in 2025, driven by its artificial intelligence platform, AIP, and the commercial rollout of generative AI tools. Retail reinvention. Picture a nationwide grocery chain deploying AIP-powered restock bots that scan shelf cameras, predict spoilage patterns, and autonomously place orders before the broccoli bag turns to mush. Healthcare hustle. Envision a busy ER using Palantir agents to pre-triage incoming patient data, flagging urgent cases with a traffic light system so doctors spend less time digging through charts and more time saving lives. Manufacturing magic. Imagine an assembly line where AI QA inspectors spot microscopic weld defects, instantly rerouting components and recalibrating robots to prevent a costly recall. These aren't sci-fi daydreams. Reuters reports that businesses racing to adopt generative AI have ramped up AIP subscriptions, lifting Palantir's commercial pipeline and helping to offset the inherent lumpiness of government spending. As more big box clients realize that tailoring AI to proprietary data is like giving their operations a turbocharger, Palantir's vision of a 50+% jump in commercial sales in 2025 no longer sounds far-fetched. It's our privilege that God, the creator of heaven and earth, will bless us abundantly, make us the head and not the tail if we love him and obey his commandments. Please acknowledge him in your plans and he will direct your paths. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. Want more information? Please check the description section. Also again, if you are interested in more relevant stock news updates, consider becoming a member. Link in the description section. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. There are 3 more important steps to build wealth. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you highly motivate me to continue bringing to you educative and transformative videos every week. Do not miss out on our future videos full of knowledge and wisdom. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support is appreciated so much. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Thank you, see you in the next video by God's grace, we love you, and blessings to you.